Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? It's a fine Saturday. Um, yeah, for some reason it felt really early this morning. I think the summer schedule is starting to show show in my energy levels. We stay up, we keep staying up late, and then not sleeping in enough, right? We stay up till like 11:30. We wake up at 6:30. It doesn't that math doesn't work. That's not 8. There's no way you make 8 with those numbers. So I think it's just starting to get to me. We went on a run this morning. Becky's trying to become or I should say trying. She is becoming a runner, and I'm trying to help along the road with her. I'm trying to help out a little bit. I guess I'm a runner. I run sometimes, but I'm not fast. But I run somewhat regularly, a few times a week if I can, just because it feels so good. It's like the best daily endorphin injection you can give yourself. I feel like just going on a 15-20 minute run, I feel good for the rest of the day, and even into the next day a little bit. And then I was thinking about this, lifting weights and like resistance training, where you're like doing 5 to 12 sets or 5 to 12 reps of a really hard exercise and then 3 sets of each. You get this like muscle soreness, and that's like an endorphin boost that lasts like 4 or 5 days. It's kind of amazing. Exercise, I feel like, is the biohack that we all forgot about or something. What's my longest distance? I mean, I probably ran, if I'm with someone, like if I'm with my brother and I will go running sometimes, especially if we're in like an unfamiliar place, like if we're traveling together and we go on a run, we'll go a little bit farther. I tend to run about a 5K, but like when we're together, sometimes we've run like 7K before, and I've been like, oh, we went too far. Like we set out to do a 5K, and then finished work for today. That's awesome. I love that. I love it when work is done. When work is done, it just feels great. So I got out of the Steam sale pretty unscathed. I came close a few times. I spent $10. I spent $10 on a game that my youngest son was asking me about, and I realized my older son had asked me about as well. This NBA 2K26 game. He was like, I really want that game, and they like sports games, they like sports, and I like, I mean, of a lot of the sports, basketball is one of my favorites to watch, and so it was like $10, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like the most current NBA game for $10. Like I gotta go for it, and they can play it on the Steam Deck. There's a lot of good stuff there, but otherwise, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy Crimson Desert, and I may or may not regret that decision. It didn't go on sale. If it had gone on sale, I would have been toast. I would have been in so much trouble. I would have bought it. For some reason, the idea of playing a game with like very few quests and story, like there are quests or whatever, but there's not a lot of story, so there's not a lot of decisions to make, but there's just like stuff to do. And it's not like it's a grind, but kind of it's a grind. Something about that is so relaxing to me and fun. And like, I just get into this like headspace, like this fantasy headspace of like, I'm a knight. It's so pathetic. I know, it's so expensive, $70. Well, I found out on Fanatical. On Fanatical, they any game, they'll give you a 15% discount on the game, and so you can get at least a 15% discount on, I think it's like one game if you're buying. I'm not sure how long that promotion goes for, or if it's like you only get one a year or something or whatever, but I saw that I could get it for $60 and I was like, oof, even then that's expensive. But it looks like a game that just like has so many hours. The other problem with it is that it doesn't work on the Steam Deck, and I hesitate to buy any game that I can't play on the Steam Deck anymore, because that's like half of the reason that I buy games anymore. Yeah, it's not verified. It is playable, but it doesn't like run well, and it doesn't look great. But yeah, I've thought about so many different games recently. I'm in this like weird lull, like Witchfire is still really fun. I mean, I love that game, and I love Hades, but I feel like I've played those games a lot, and I realized too, like, this is some like, you know, introspection that maybe you guys didn't care about, but like I think about like my channel is really about like when updates come out or when games release, and I put out a bunch of content about that. Heroes of Might and Magic, I actually think I think I have the demo for that. Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era, that's the new one that came out, right? Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, this is yeah, Hooded Horse. I might actually be able to, here, I'll pull this over here. I might actually, if I look on my email, sometimes Hooded Horse just sends me keys for games. Hooded Horse is one of the publishers that very regularly will send keys for games that I'm very interested in. They might have only sent the demo though. Oh no, I think. No, it looks like I might have the full game. I just need to activate it, but that's cool. I really appreciate them, because Hooded Horse is, I don't know if you guys know about Hooded Horse as a publisher, but they publish a lot of games that I really like. Like Against the Storm is probably in my top 5 favorite games ever. Like it's a city builder roguelike. It's so good. Manor Lords is great if you haven't played that. I've played a few other games of theirs, but those two are probably the ones that I've like dumped. I've done like over 100 hours into Against the Storm, and you know, many hours into Manor Lords. He Is Coming is great. Nine Kings is great. Super Fantasy Kingdom I played a little bit of, but I haven't dived in too much. But they've got so many. They do a lot of these like grand strategy and or like city building type games, and I love those types of games. And I guess there's others well. Oh, Battle Brothers. I didn't know they published Battle Brothers. I've heard really good things about this game too. Yeah, hitting the nostalgia. Oh, that's cool. I never played the old ones. They also did Endless Legend too, the most recent Endless Legend, which is sort of like a fantasy civilization, maybe is how people talk about it. But yeah, they have so many, and what's cool about Hooded Horse is they've got really they're not like those predatory publishers, you know, that are very like we'll do our thing and you'll pay us first before you make any money on your game. Like that's how a lot of publishing companies work. Is it's like you pay us first, and then anything beyond after you finish paying us, you get any money. And so it ends up being really bad for developers, like small developers. But these guys are like they kind of share and they work together, and it's great. The music's incredible. Play a little demo. Yeah. Yeah, I started Corsair Cove and like immediately I felt like I broke it. Like I felt like I built bridges that didn't go, like I was supposed to build a lumber yard and I was like trying to find wood and I set up a little lumber yard and then I couldn't connect it to save my life. Like I kept adding more and more bridges, going more and more places. I was like, how am I supposed to connect this to my main hub? I couldn't figure it out. But the idea is super cool. It's like it's a pirate hideout city building game. So interesting. It looks like there's a lot to it though, even more than just that. But yeah, so many cool things. If you haven't played Against the Storm, it's like it's $9. Like you have to, you gotta try this game if you like roguelikes at all. It's so cool. It's a little complicated, but it's so cool. If you feel intimidated by it, I've got a video that can help you. I've actually put out a video. This is one of the videos that consistently is in my top 20 videos that I've put out, like for like 48-hour period. This is the stat that I always watch. Here, let me see if I can show this to you guys. So like I have analytics. I'll pull it up here in a sec for you. I have analytics, but this is the page that I that I look at all the time. I spend way too much time looking at this page to see what are the videos that are being watched the most in the last 48 hours. It's so I don't know. I don't like the fact that I look at this so much, but I do. But yeah, Against the Storm. Well, this is up quite a bit. Usually it sits at around 100 every 2 days. But because it's on such a good sale. You completed all the Hades 2 achievements. Nice job. Anyway, it sits consistently in the top like 20 videos, which is really cool because it was just kind of a like, oh, I'll make a little video about this. I like this game. I've played it for like 100 hours. Let's make a little video talking about what I've learned. And it worked. It worked nicely. That's the dream. For me. I'm not making a ton of money off of this channel, but doggone it, it's keeping me in games, as they say, keeping me in games and new computers, and that's fun. And I have you guys to thank for that. You guys are great. I appreciate you all so much. That being said, should we jump into Witchfire a little bit here? What was the hardest achievement for you, Bug? What was the hardest thing to complete? Maybe we'll just keep the music going. I know it doesn't match Witchfire at all. Maybe we want something a little bit darker. It's just so pleasant, this music is just so pleasant. It's so relaxing. Like, I feel like I could just have this on. Whoa! Whoa! Rich McMullen. Holy smokes. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Dang. Holy smokes, dude, thank you so much for all of those for all the gifted subs on Twitch. Man, I haven't gotten a bunch of gifted subs on Twitch in a long time. That's so kind. Super kind of you. Thank you. Hypnosis 7. I think last night beat the Concilibrant for the first time. Stoked on the Witchfire vibes. Yeah, man, I love Witchfire. It's great. I don't know what the deal is with my notifications, because it's supposed to notify. It's supposed to say on the screen. Thank you so much. That's a lot of course, usually that means that like I get like dialogue. What's the deal with Stream Elements? Doesn't Stream Elements are they going under? Did they go under? Are they gone? Are my notifications? Is it just gone? No, it's still there. It's still a website. But anyway, it's not it hasn't, sometimes it doesn't work, I've noticed, which is really annoying. But it looks like it's still there. Interesting. Anyway. Yeah, it's weird how it broke. All right. Yeah. No, that was very nice of you. Thanks, Rich. Appreciate the generosity. That's a lot of subscriptions, man. That's a lot of subs to give out. Okay, I gotta pull this up. Let's see here. Turning off the music on this one. I get the only thing about Witchfire that I don't love a ton. How do you find it? It's on Steam and Epic Game Store. It's in early access still, so it's not. They're going to release it for consoles, but for now it's all on early access PC stuff. Let's see, but we were gonna change the music. It's just a little bit too chill. We need something a little bit darker. Just a little darker, right? Not a lot darker. This is the Katana Zero soundtrack, which is really good as well. Null Pointer Games. If Decay is a bit bugged, a few runs where Decay just stopped working completely. Oh, interesting. I haven't noticed it not working. It works. It's worked pretty well for me. Or pretty consistently works well for me. We're doing, so I was working on, because they just added the Zweihander sword, which has a couple different things. It's got like a pommel strike, but it also has this like big like charge up, and then it gets flame damage, and you release it and it shoots a bunch of flame damage. It's in early access, so it's definitely still it's not out yet, but it's I feel like I wish that they had Arcana for melee weapons, you know, or maybe a prophecy for melee weapons, because I really like the idea of a melee build. So this is kind of my thing, or my build for the Zweihander. But I'm thinking maybe I should do. Let me look at this some more here. Could go acute or ailment power bead. Ailments have shorter duration but are more powerful is also a good one, since we're going fire. I could do like try Dynamo. Blood of Banshee, Winter Nail. Like I was trying to do a build where most of the build was like, oops, that's not what I meant to do. No. Where most of the build is the melee weapon and the spells and anything else that might strike our fancy, but trying to think if there's anything else that we should do. It's a short range build, so maybe I should grab like Echo. Try Echo for bigger enemies, or maybe we just go Psychopomp for big enemies. Psychopomp is like so good. We got Cricket because Cricket's Mysteria, it boosts stamina and spell recharge on kills. I don't know if that counts if you use a different weapon for it. Like if there's additional recharge for you know what I should do actually, now that I think about it. Other than Earth. Prophecy of Spells. Alright. I think this is good. We'll Fire, Spells, Bull, Deadeyes, Stamina, Serpent, and Variety. So, I don't know if Deadeyes, like, because you can't really crit with melee weapons, or you can't crit with melee weapons or with
now you know my sin.
Or spells, as far as I'm aware. And then at the end of the mountain, not beating a bit where you get teammates but wonder if it's worth it at the moment, or should I wait? You should wait. There's like, you get a ton of Witchfire for completing it, but it's really obnoxious. I mean, it's fine. It's not like, it's not horrible, but it is kind of a, to me it feels like a slog with not a lot of like, it's not my favorite thing ever. We'll go Conjure Incense to restore health when we use our spell. Want to talk a little bit about the build. So we have basically the crux of the build is the Zweihander and Fire Breath. Cricket is also there just to also help boost the recharge on spells, because Fire Breath, it deals bonus damage to already burning enemies, and killing an enemy with the spell instantly recharges melee. So the idea is that we open with the Zweihander with the special attack, which sets enemies on fire. It also like goes through shields. This thing is awesome. I really like the Zweihander. And then while they're on fire, we use Fire Breath to finish them off, which ideally recharges our melee. Now we have two charges of melee. There's a couple rosary choices that I made that I'm not 100% sure about, like the melee charge bead, extra charge with reduced regeneration speed. Most of our regeneration is coming from killing enemies with Fire Breath. That's the idea. So we have the extra light spell charge to do that. Yeah, so I'm not judging all the prayers yet because I want to keep them. Like, I don't, to me, I'm sort of like, that's a big loss to not have the prayers anymore. Like, I refuse to judge Sephiroth because he's the one that I use all the time because he takes out traps. Like, traps are so annoying in this game. And I kept Cain and Elias. I wish I had kept Goliath. Goliath was the first one I judged, and I wish that I just had left him to be my friend. Brachial I might judge. Haven't fully decided yet if I'll send him on his way or not. I like Brachial as well, but his bead is also really good. So the idea is you have all these prayers, and you can use them on your runs, but then once you've judged them, they disappear and you get a bead, but you only have 5 bead slots. And like, I don't know, it's hard to justify. I mean, they're very, very good beads, like for sure, but it's hard to justify putting that in a bead slot. Just doesn't feel
Off you
great.
go. Alright then.
Yeah, exactly. It feels empty. So I'm wondering how they're gonna solve that. That doesn't feel great to me. Let's go to the marshland just because. It's the marshland. It's the new area. All right. Electrocuted ascended enemies. Oh, this is a. Oh, okay. I rarely get placed here. Let's go see about killing this group over here. Yeah, he's just gonna die because he takes these out, but he takes damage every time he does. Because the only way to take him out is to also take damage. Yeah, so he's defeated. So he took out all those, but now he's defeated. That's I don't know if that's a bug or not. Probably isn't. I guess we have enough. Yeah, we've got 733, so just stop. Just stop it. Leave him alone. I guess I can shoot him before he has a chance to. Okay. He's dead again. Oh well. Those are the most annoying traps, but alright. So what's fun is lining these guys all up. No, I missed completely. That's the idea. You kind of go back and forth. Whoa, he jumped right over me. I don't know how he jumped over me so much. Okay. All right. Critical kills on burning enemies explode them and ignite others. I like it. Yeah, he disarms them by triggering them. Well, some traps he doesn't just like trigger when he disarms them, right? Like most traps he doesn't. Like he'll take out ward totems, he'll take out the like snappy traps. But yeah, the little witch, whatever those things are, the screaming cabbages. I don't know what else to call them, but yeah, he explodes them right when he's standing next to them. It's like the opposite of what I want. Okay, which one next? Go here. What's right there? This music is a lot more dancey than the usual music in Witchfire. Let's go. Okay. Oh, he's elite. Double melee damage. Let's go. Hiya! So great. Uh-oh. Not good. Cool. Elemental refresh. That's great. Whoa! Hey, James, thank you so much for
James Francois 461 is
subscribing,
very smart.
being a member.
James Francois 461 celebrates 51 months of membership.
Appreciate that very much, James. Vatican approved metal music. Totally. What's that metal? Isn't there like something called dwarf metal? That's like it's like fantasy inspired or something. You got a sword. I've got a sword. My sword's better than your sword. Oh no. I'm out. Hiya! Alright. So it's not quite like fully sustainable. Like you can't quite do... Oh, my gun is invisible. Why is my gun invisible? I don't know. What about Windrose? Revenge. Temporarily increase damage right after damage is taken. Okay. Does that include melee weapons? Because if so, whoop. Okay, we got our guns back. Almost killed that guy with one of our combinations. Okay, it's a pretty solid combination. Pretty solid build. Ooh, any weapon damage on burning enemies counts as critical hits. Or critical kills on shocked enemies produces a blast. We kind of want both, don't we? Like we get this and then suddenly electric always makes that blast. I would like that very much. Oh, Windrose is a dwarf metal band? That's funny. Windrose is also the name of a pirate survival crafting game. So I was like, oh, Windrose. I was playing that game. But it's all there's also a dwarf metal band called Windrose. I like it. Okay. Alright, looks like the Concelebrant is coming for me. Great. Welcome. Welcome to the Concelebrant. 120 damage if you're just hit by the flame, looks like. Or at least that enemy is. Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, now we add Shockwave. Yeah, James, I think it's coming out, like fully releasing sometime fourth quarter, maybe in the fall, but probably in the winter, like November, December time. And according to their updates, they want to release it for all the platforms. Well, there's a lot of bad guys here. See, the flame goes really far. Like, the range on that is awesome. However, with only 2 hits, it's hard to make it like fully viable. Okay. We'll kill that sentinel. More stamina. It's cool that they gave me both shock and fire critical things. Killing burning enemies partially recharges fire spells. We kind of need that too, so we'll get some raven feathers for that, hopefully. And look at that! We got our raven feathers. Perfect. They're trying to kill console gaming. Yeah, I mean, I think I play a lot of early access games, and so I think it feels like console gaming is dying when you're on my channel, particularly because I play a lot of early access games. That could be. Do you know what I need to do to complete the codex challenges? I've researched it but couldn't find anything. I'm talking about the torment levels. Yeah, to complete a torment, it says to clear all manifestations, and what that means in the game is to go through to each of the skulls and take out the skulls, not the boss, just the skulls. So if you look around, you can find there's always 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So once you've cleared those, then you've cleared the torment and you've beaten it. They're trying to turn it into a luxury that no one but the filthy rich can get for console gaming. Yeah, I do feel like I go back and forth. Sometimes I feel like PC gaming is the ridiculously overpriced thing, and like I wish I just had a console. But then Steam sales come out, and I'm like, well, actually, if I wanted to buy a lot of games, I would go broke so fast if I had a console, and that's how I was buying all my games. A PC is like you pay the money up front to get the machine, and then you know. Oh no, I missed. How did I miss? All right, not fixed. Hey, you bet, Ulfenth. I'm glad to help. I kind of was confused about it at first too. Oh, I thought that was one of those Yeah, so that's the trick with those bloaters is with the bloaters, you just want to wait until they've reached their pinnacle and then they like glow for a second and drop down. If you kill them right at that moment, hiya! Hey, Wolfen, thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. Yeah, you got to shoot them right when they turn green and are about to drop down. Okay, and then they added a boss. They added a mini boss to to the marshland. The Spore Father, towering thing of flesh and fungus, pumping its rot through the forest undead, feeding on them as it feeds them. So like, I don't know what this does, if it makes enemies harder or what. So what made you say that you felt like they're trying to kill console gaming? Is it because of the early access, or what was it specifically that you were thinking about? I'm just curious. Oh my goodness gracious me. No, I can't. I can't. Uh-oh. Let's reload with this. Yeah. Okay. We killed the Spore Father. We got a third Mysterium incantation, which is great. Yeah, the stag enemies are rough. This is the fact that lightning, anything that deals lightning damage to you, I feel like is really tough, especially if you like to use. Oh, we got to kill the Catalyst defenders. Okay, it's up here. Especially if you like to use spells and melee, because it stops you from using it, which feels bad. Feels bad, man. Well, there was a guy behind him. Ooh, look at him explode. Alright. Not too bad. Look at all those feathers. Alright. What can we do here? Heat exhaustion. Fast light spell, that's great. Just keep our heavy spell charged and can I line you up? Nope, we can't. The spore heads are also extremely annoying, I feel. Whoa, there's like 3 of them. Oof. They are really like making this extra difficult. I love the fact that it just goes right through shields. To me, that's like that really makes this. Oh no. So, who did I kill? Okay, I see. I killed this group. They were kind of clumped together. Oh, that's so annoying. Xbox is gone. Eliminating the idea of owning a game, yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like do you guys feel like Steam is a little bit predatory in all this as well, or do you guys like Steam? I mean, I love Steam just because it seems to be consumer focused in terms of like you know, reviews and trying to like, I mean, making it affordable to buy games, but I can't say that I know a lot about the whole thing because like I haven't watched all of the, like I haven't read up on everything about it. We're in a bit of a pickle, you guys. We're in a bit of a pickle. We got no more health. Temporary damage resistance after reloading a weapon. That's good. I gotta kind of run. I need to run away. I need to run. I need to run and find a chest. Okay, this chest. I don't know if you guys know this, but the chests with like the seal that you break, those chests that you open a seal, they always have at least one potion. Always. So you can open those. We'll just kill this guy. Open this. Not these types of chests. I mean the cursed chests. And they mark them on your map. Like this is, I believe, a cursed chest. I think. We'll see. We'll find out. Steam is better than Sony. Yeah, I feel like Nintendo is also really they're just really money hungry. Like they're just raising prices to raise prices because they know they can. And while I get it, like they're a company, they're trying to do business, they're trying to make money like anyone else, and they're making great games. I still feel like there's an aspect of just like greed. But at the same time, it's a fine line, right? Because every company is greedy in the sense that they all want to make money. But like, where's the? And a lot of times it feels like it's just who's played the PR game the best, who has managed to make everyone feel like even though they're taking our money, they're doing it with our best interest in mind. You know, like I feel like they're like. You know, whenever someone is a super fan of any of these companies, what they're actually they've really appreciated the PR efforts of the company. Does that make sense?
The cat Orla just stepped in cat poop.
Ooh.
The cat puked in one spot, and then you can tell because this far away is a poop. I think it's because of the antibiotics she was on.
Okay.
He stepped in it. What do I do?
I mean,
they're like this far apart, so she clearly like. Bleh.
Okay, so
carry him to the shower. Just carry him to the shower.
Or just get a bucket for him to put his foot in and wash his foot right there,
yeah, okay,
so he doesn't have to move.
Okay.
Sorry, hon. I owe you a back rub, at least. So our cat recently had mouth surgery because its teeth were starting to rot. We tried brushing her teeth. We tried, and she was like vomiting when we would try to brush her teeth because she just hated it so much. So yeah, she's been on antibiotics, and so I think she's not feeling the greatest. Nintendo's been raising prices, but they're not trying to take away your games. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have an Epic Games store, and I've got tons of games that I got for free off Epic Games. But here's the crazy thing. Here's how much Steam has got me. Because I want Steam achievements on my games, I would buy a game twice to have it on the Steam game store. Like I have Subnautica on Epic. I got it for free years ago. But I don't want to play it on Epic. I want to play it on Steam, so I bought it on Steam. How insane is that? Just because I wanted the Steam achievements. Why do I care? Nobody cares about how many games I've completed fully. Nobody cares. Nobody. I mean, I could argue that maybe some of you care. You don't. I know that you don't. Rationally speaking, I know you don't. And I don't. Why do I care? Anyway. Star Fox could have been on Switch 1, but they only put it on Switch 2. I know you don't. I know you don't care. Why? But in my mind, I'm like, no. This is good. This is good that you have fully completed games. Oh, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. And just because you've completed all the achievements does not mean that you've done all the cool things that are available for the game. Like Subnautica, I completed all the achievements, but did I spend much time around the Reapers? I did not. I avoided them as much as I could. Like the plague, I avoided them. Kill all enemies before time runs out. Okay, so this is a do it in quick time. So we're gonna do this quick. Shotgun time. We did it. Okay. Yeah, like I said, these chests always have at least one potion in them. So if you are out of potions, go find one of those chests, and they're marked on your map with this this open chest icon. Anyway, I'm embarrassed to admit how much Steam has got me in their grasp as like I want things on Steam. But there it is. There's my dirty secret is out, and yeah. But isn't that weird? I mean, I know that people get like excited about the Steam, like the what's on their like Sony. Like the Sony achievements, the Xbox achievements, people love that stuff. I remember there was someone made a little short saying that Steam had been bought by Xbox, and I know that it was a April Fool's announcement. But it got me thinking, like, isn't that kind of like that sort of has already happened, right? Because didn't Xbox say that you could play your Steam games on the Xbox? Did they say that? I thought I read that somewhere where you could install your Steam games on Xbox. Maybe that's not true. I would be amazed if that was true. Like, I would be astounded. It's true? I mean, like, when I say it out loud, it's like, no way. Why would they do that? They'd be letting them eat their lunch. They're eating their lunch if they allow that to happen, right? Aren't they? So now that I have, like, where'd he go? There he is. But now that I have seen that they put out these fake announcements, now I'm like, well, who can I trust? You know, who can I trust? All right, that's the last one. Health boost. So, what do we want to do now? What can we do now? I feel like this build is pretty solid. Like, you can use the Flam, the Zweihander. I keep wanting to say Flamberge, and I know it's not. That's not. They're different things. They're very similar though, right? What's the difference Someone in the chat, tell me what's the difference between a Zweihander and a Flamberge? Anyone know? I'm sure they're like different from different, you know, cultures. Like I get that. Like Zweihander is like the more Germanic culture, and Flamberge is French. I don't know. Why would I know? Come on, this is where I need you the most, Zephyr, is to take out those traps, the alarms, man. Take out the alarm. Oh, okay, good. He got it. That is why Zephyr is amazing, right there. That reason. So good. Flamberge is a squiggly blade, but look, squiggly blade, squiggly. That's squiggly. So is it only the squiggly blade? I love the idea of big swords, like just having a big sword. For some reason, I've always loved just like playing video games where I make a character with just a big sword. It's like my little role-playing fantasy to be a big sword guy. Flamberge is a wavy blade, but a Zweihander is more of a category of sword where you have to use both hands. Okay. So you can have a one-handed Flamberge is what you're saying. And I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Am I pronouncing that right? I might not be. Okay, we're at full corruption now. We could go to a bell. Hey, Edson. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Yes and yes. Okay. Right, because Zweihander, like, I'm sure translates to two-hander, right? Or like both hands or something to that effect. Anyway, it's cool. Okay, couple things if the astronauts are listening, the developers. A couple things I want them to add. I want them to add Mysterium levels for the melee weapons. I want them to add more fetishes that are helpful and good. Like this one is so much better than all the other ones. Henbane is so much better than all of the other ones. I would love it if the demonic weapons had Mysterium. And maybe they don't want to go that route because they're already so powerful. But I want that. Trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted. I probably don't have anything specific that or anything. Whoa, there's a whole bunch of them over there. I gotta go get those. I've never seen so many of those turrets before. Oh, did they add some graphics to that to make them look like a physical object? They did. Hiya! Woo! That was kind of fun. That was kind of cool. We had a little bit of a stutter there. We took those out. Where are you? There you are. Die! Okay. Can you tell me why sometimes when a calamity comes in that my health and stamina just get way reduced? Okay, there's one calamity that does that. The calamity of slow assassins. So the idea is they've brought your health down so that if you get touched by any of these assassins, you die. And then I just tons of them, and you have to kill like 15 of them or something, or maybe it's 25. I can't remember. I think it's 15. And so the idea is that they're in slow motion, they're moving in slow motion, but like, and the scariest thing is when they throw a dagger, because if you get hit by one of their daggers, you die. If you get stabbed by them, you die. So you have to do what I do in that calamity is I just do a lot of double jumping. Once you've killed all the assassins on the little list in the upper left corner that are required, then the calamity is over and your health goes back up. But yeah, it's a scary one. It's a scary one because you're like, you've been reduced to one hit. You're dead in one hit, basically. Yeah. Oh, that's so satisfying. Anyone else feel like that's just the most satisfying thing ever? Anyway. Where do we go now? We've done like everything. Other than we haven't killed the concelebrant. I guess we could go kill the boss. Let's do it. Should we get let's get a potion first. Oh, and maybe while we're at it, grab all these temptations, because the temptations, they're really only feathers? Sure. 11 feathers. Weapon damage when all spells are drained. That's great. Okay. Let's go grab this. We haven't quite charged our latent orb, so this will be perfect. Survive for 30 seconds. Yeesh! Stop it! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I was holding the flamberge down, and I didn't. I pushed the button for my potion, but since I was holding this flamberge. Oh, that sucks. Okay, we're gonna go back and get our body back. Obviously, we got too confident. We got overconfident. This game is like, it's so brutal. You know, in just a second you can go. And I suppose that's the downside of that's the downside of the flamberge. Like, you have to hold it, like, it's a good 2 full seconds before it charges with fire. Yeah, calamities are super annoying, but also they're your best chance of getting a escape portal. Sometimes you hate the fact that you have a calamity, but once you beat a calamity, if you are by the calamity catalyst, where the calamity started, you can choose to have it given to you as a it can either be just a bunch of bonus Witchfire, or you can get an exit portal. All right, let's go back. Okay. Should we switch some things up? We can switch some things up. I don't know. Actually, I kind of like this. I kind of like this build. We're just gonna keep it for now. We're just gonna retrieve our body and see if there's anything else. Ascended enemies, but they have to be electrocuted. You guys know about the marking the map thing? If you push F on the map, you can mark where you want to go, and then it's an X on your little like mini map down on the bottom left. I don't know. It took me a while to like get into the habit of using that, but it's super helpful. That guy had so much health. I don't know why. Here we go. All right, 133,000 back. Okay, do we want to go through and clear all the manifestations again? We could. I mean, we could, or we could just get out of here. Let's just get out of here. We'll try. Let's try a different build and do something different for the next one. This music does feel weird for this game. I'll be honest. All right, so I was playing. I was really curious. I got a key for Doom Dark Ages. And I was curious because I like this game so much. Would I like Doom Dark Ages? And I don't know if you guys have ever played it or heard of it. But I really didn't. I mean, I liked it. I played for like 5 or 6 hours.
Well,
but I just kind of like hit a wall and I was
know
like,
my sin.
I did not like it after the first few hours. It just felt bad to me. Anyone else play it? I'm curious what everyone else thought of that game. Yeah, it was I played a little bit of the original of the Doom that came out in like in 20, I don't know when it was, 2018 or whatever. And then Doom Eternal came out in like, I don't know when that came out. I played a little bit of that too. And I liked those, but it's so like compared to this game, not that like, you know, comparing the games is necessarily yeah, let's go Witcher. Not that comparing the games is really like fair or, you know, even makes sense, but like it felt super arcadey compared to this game, which is not bad. It's just like a style thing, and like it plays similarly in the sense that like once you get into a map, like there's less choice, right? Like you don't have like this giant map and then you choose where to go. You're kind of going down a set path, except for this one map. There was one map in Doom Dark Ages that like you were running around a giant map, and oh my gosh, that was kind of where I hit the wall. I finished that map and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore because I needed to get every single item. And maybe that was my problem, is I wanted to get everything. I wanted all of the pickups. I wanted all of the dolls or little toys. I wanted all of the whatever. And it just took forever on the big map once we got to the big map. And it kind of got boring. The parrying. Yeah, parrying is an interesting mechanic. I sometimes love it and sometimes hate it. Speaking of parrying, why don't we try a parrying build? Retaliation projectile. Now, the fact that they gave Zweihander fire makes it so much more interesting to me. None of these other ones have any elements tied to it. This one causes stunning, which is not an element, but it's an additional effect. Like, I don't know why I would ever use the Qatar. Like, I don't know. Like the fact that you do this long range leap. I don't know, maybe I need to try it out. Maybe I need to use it more before I judge it. But it's sort of like with the Qatar, you like jump in with, I don't know. I've used the Morningstar a lot. I still love the Fist. Like the Fist is super great. And the Saccharine Bell. Like I like all of them, except I haven't really used the Buckler or the Guitar. So maybe that's what we should do for the rest of the stream today. Maybe we should, how much time do we have? We got like an hour and a half. Could do some cool things with this. Block all frontal damage. So do you have charges on this just like you do with other weapons? How does that even work? We're not going to do the same build, obviously. Yeah. I'm going to try the Forager Bead because I've got some questions about that one. Melee recharge, maybe? Short range bead? Maybe we can do like a shotgun, short range shotgun thing. I played a lot with the Tribunal. Tribunal's like probably my favorite shotgun right now. But let's go Echo and Psychopomp. I use Blood of the Banshee a lot. Okay, let's do a lot of hipster things. Let's do Monk's Hood. Or wait, or maybe we should do you. Let's go with Shockwave. And what elements do we have? We have a little bit of freezing. We have electricity. Maybe we want to go Crown of Fire. Knocks back. Okay. All right, we already have freezing, so maybe we have fire. Oh, we already have fire. Well, we'll use that anyway. Okay, we have fire, ice. I never use miasma. I know that they just adjusted it a little bit. They like burner spills acid when in full swing. Burner explodes with decay upon expiration. Enemies take increased damage longer they remain in the deadly cloud. Yeah, I mean this could be good. This could be good. Let's adjust our prophecies a little bit. I think that's true. I think that there's like, so when it comes to like putting in mechanics into your game, I do feel like let's see. Let's make this one Dead Eyes. I do feel like they want some like skill ceiling possibility, right? So people can get, you know, can feel powerful as they develop skill. But yeah, I'm with you. Okay, let's do Bulwark Incense. Should we do Superior Bulwark Incense? Ugh, 6 Angelica. That's a lot of Angelica to use, but we'll take it, I guess. I'm with you, though, Mistus. I feel like there's some games that like make parrying a part of the core gameplay, and that's cool. So like you know, Sekiro and Nine Souls like parrying a lot. But yeah, it's a little. I guess I'm with you. Sometimes if it's just thrown in as like an extra thing that you can always do, it's like I ignore it. I just forget that it's there, and I don't like it. And then if they try to balance it around parrying, Alzanite 96. The game, according to the developers, game is going to release at the end of this year. With some, we don't know that for sure. It's supposed to. There's going to be a final boss fight, the witch boss fight at the end on Witch Mountain. They're going to add another vault into Marshlands. So Marshlands doesn't have its vault yet. I'm sure they'll add more guns. According to them, it's going to be a big update, right? Like the 1.0 will add a lot. It's hard to know how much it'll feel like a lot because they've already added all the maps that we know of. Maybe they'll add another map, but I think they already have their maps in, and most of the guns are in, and most of the enemies are in. We have boss fights in all of them except for Witch Mountain. We don't have the final boss fight. But they always add guns. They always add, every update they've added new guns. I hope they add a lot more melee weapons. Like I said, I hope that they add Mysterium for the melee weapons. I hope they add more meaningful, or adjust the fetishes a little bit. They're a little bit there aren't many that make sense to me anyway to use, compared to like Henbane just being so powerful. Okay, we're gonna try to use the buckler and not die when we use the buckler. Okay, just double checking. It can be used against melee attacks. Hold melee to block all frontal damage. Okay. Let's go. Oh, those guys don't attack in the front. Oh well, let's kill them. Man, I love the Oh, I finally got the bag of Erignium seeds. Oh my gosh. It took so long. Am I getting it? I don't think so. Yeesh. Okay, hit me. Okay, we got him. That was a parry, I think. Let's get our... Let's go. Oh, nice, we got him. I'm trying this here. Wait. So wait, how does this work then? We can still use it even though we don't have a charge. We can still block, but we can't get the parry projectile. Oh, we missed. We waited too long. Come on, man. Nice. Okay. Let's see how that works. Yeah, the game isn't balanced around parrying in Witchfire. That's true. Critical kills on burning enemies, explode them, and ignite others. Sure. Okay, let's see if we can parry this this townswoman. Oh. no. Oh, why are we reloading so fast? You're reloading so fast. Mikiri counter and jumps to give the game some variety. But developers just add parry and call it a day. Other developers, yeah, right. There's a lot of I can agree with that. I think I've seen that as well. Okay, well we're not doing super great here as far as like staying alive. Like we're kind of losing a lot of health trying to do this, trying to parry. So we can come up here and just take these guys out. Try to anyway. So I guess what I'm understanding is that you can always block, but the special is the parry. I don't know if I like that because like yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of wish there was a way to parry always, you know. Seems like bucklers should be different in that way. That's not very good for a whole charge, right? Like but maybe it charges up really fast. Maybe. And now we're reloading slow again. Why? I like that. I get the parry. You go, oh wait, no, we did. We must have because now our thing is on charge or cooldown. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with the shield. I will admit that I don't understand it quite yet. Revenge. Okay, and we're back to reloading extremely quickly. For some reason, I don't know why. I mean, when we were going slow, when we were reloading slow, we also had full like we were in focus mode. I don't understand. What changed? Where's Sepher? Huh? Where'd Sepher go? Uh-oh. Maybe those over there. Woo! Don't kill me! Oh my gosh, those guys kill me so often. Alright. Another set. Uh-oh. Oh, they're both right there. That's good. Do we know where it is? Yes, it's over there. Oof. Okay, we're in a bit of a pickle. Let's just find a safe place to make our stand. We're almost out of ammo. We'll just find out what it is. Maybe it'll be an easy one. We'll see. Oh, we have to go to the catalyst? Great. Oh, I'm not using my... Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, it's kind of thought that might happen. I hate the Catalyst Defender one. Like, I prefer it when things appear around me and I just kill them all and then. Yes, finally got the new herbs for the garden. That makes me think that there's hope for the Scarlet Coast herbs. You can get a bag of Angelica seeds, and I have yet to find the bag of Angelica seeds. I've opened up so many shrouded chests, and still have not found them. Let's just go. Let's go back. Can't say that I'm a fan of the buckler, even with the like successfully parrying. I think it's probably good against bosses. Maybe. We'll try the Qatar now. I feel like Qatar would also be good with a big. Shotgun build. I don't know how I feel about you. Try Belladonna instead. It's very similar. Belladonna is very similar, except you always get this shield. Oh, we didn't try foraging. I wanted to try. Okay, that's the other experiment I want to try. So. The way that this works is you slide, and if you attack an enemy with melee while you're in the middle of the slide, you'll leap and do this big leaping attack. Looks really cool, but how effective it is, I don't know. Let's go get our body from Velmorn. We'll just go get our body from Velmorn, and then we'll jump into Scarlet Coast and practice with the Qatar a little bit. Yeah, that was actually the interesting thing about Sekiro. Speaking of different gameplay mechanics, Sekiro, I felt like the most effective way was actually to use a bunch of other things. Like, you know what I'm gonna do. I think we're getting a little bit of stuttering because we're on ultra. Let's bring it down to medium, because while we're streaming, it's really hard to even tell that you're in ultra, and the game looks amazing on medium as well. So okay, hopefully we won't get as many stutters in medium. Hey, Step DXM, I'm glad. I am really loving this game and happy to be helpful. Okay, let's go ambush some fools. So what I'm curious about is, all right, we have the forager bead. Mushrooms grant spell regeneration and increased healing. So how much healing is the question. And so that's cool. That's cool. But does anyone else feel like that's not very much? almost feel like that's not very much. Oh, it's quite long range, though. It's quite long range. I can appreciate that. Like, that's a great way to, like, get in there. Okay. Absalom content. Tell me about what's... Oh, Absalom, that's that beat 'em up roguelike, right? I played a little bit of Absalom. That reminds me, I kind of wanted to play more. Whew. Sometimes Woo! Woo! Oh boy. There's so many little edges in this map that you feel like you're gonna die. Always stuns. Critical weapon damage. So maybe I should try to make a Qatar build. Okay, so here was my question. This normally poisons you, but we have the conjurer, or the forager bead. So mushrooms grant spell regeneration and increased healing. Will it still hurt us, is the question. It still hurt us. Got it. That's disappointing. Like, it took out... We had a shield, which is why we didn't take damage. But will this break the shield? We don't have the shield anymore because it is on cooldown. Yes? Yes. 60-second cooldown. Okay. Yeah, that's disappointing. I was hoping that it just made all mushrooms heal you. That would make the forager bead useful, in my opinion. That would make it much more. That would make it a bead I would gladly take sometimes. But as it stands, that's still mostly worthless because it's so hard to find. I guess we do have... Oh, no, we don't. Herbalist brew. Do we not? I guess we can only... Well, I thought I had a whole bunch of herbalist brew, but I must not have... I must have run out or something. Herbalist brew makes it so you can see... You can see herbs on your minimap. Uh-oh. Oh, look. Uh-oh. We messed up. We messed up. Whoa! How did we die? We were standing in the fire? Doggone it. We stood in the fire. And that killed us. Yeah, so it's just like, it feels like all of the shield,
Well,
all of
now
the
you know
shield-based
my
fetishes just aren't as good. You try Monk's Hood. We also try switching over to the Meteor Ring. Slides are longer and burn enemies. Like it's such a cool effect, but I have yet to feel like it does much of anything at all. My favorite weapon, like the most fun weapon, or what I think is the strongest weapon. Let's just do the bulwark. Not the superior, but just the regular bulwark.
A man should not walk empty.
I think my favorite current weapon to play with is the Tribunal. Like that weapon just feels so strong right now with the right build. The Tribunal feels so fun. It feels so powerful, and it has such a cool effect. I think the most ammo efficient weapon is the Rot Weaver. Like, you can deal more damage per bullet, and you have so many bullets. It's super strong. Yeah, so a lot of my favorite weapons are found in the torments and in the latent orbs. Like, I don't remember what all of them are. I think Kasha is so hard to find. I don't love it right now though. What are all of the ones? I think Heart Eater is behind either a torment. It's behind a torment, I think. Torment 8. Corpse Eater is in a vault. Fatum is in one of the, I think it's either an orb or a torment. This one's at the bottom. Well, I don't know if you guys want me to tell you where all the things are, but actually not. There aren't all that many weapons. Like, they don't lock a lot of the weapons. The idea, they said that they wanted to make the orb and the, what am I trying to say here? They wanted to make the orb and torment system to be like extra. Like, you didn't have to do them to feel like you had completed the game. But man, if you never found some of the weapons that are locked behind those things, that would be really sad. That would be really sad. Okay, we'll go grab our corpse. This time we're just gonna grab our corpse and go. I'm really curious. Okay, I'm gonna find out right now. I'm doing this on purpose because I want to see how much healing a good mushroom gives us with the forager bead. That was a lot. That gave us a lot of health. Now I'm curious if, I mean, because we maxed it fully healed us, which means that it could even heal more. Ooh. Bullets fly fire and shock. Oh, that's right. Okay. Wait, seriously? It was just spiders. How can they have one? How can they have one? It's just a bunch of spiders. Okay, so that sound effect means that it didn't, like, the shield blocked it. And it blocked it, and it didn't, it blocked it, and the shield didn't go away, because we still have the shield symbol. These guys aren't showing up on the minimap. Why not? Okay, now we have 2 shields. Oh, whoops. We have no earth. Okay. I'll avoid those guys. Woo! Woo! Hi. Okay. In 15 minutes? That would be a push. That'd be a push. If we need to, though, I want to be a flexible partner.
Our 12-year-old son didn't text me anything. I'm from his camping trip. He's on the way home right now in a car thinking of other Boy Scouts, except is my parade candy distributed well? Meaning him and his brother combined their parade candy, and my son is now panicking and arrives home. His brother is taking away his candy. So I assure him, no, I decided to see you, Mom, or whatever. Just is my candy still there? It could be 20 minutes, 11, 10, 20 minutes.
20 minutes? We could do 20 minutes.
Sorry to be a late parent, but they did not give us fair warning, so I don't feel bad about it.
Yeah, I don't feel bad.
Okay.
I try not to feel bad about anything.
Okay. Cool.
In life. All right. Well, that means that we should. Oh, you know what? We can go back here. I think we're gonna call it. I knew that we were gonna stream a little bit shorter today, but I didn't realize it'd be quite this short. So I apologize about that. However, I think we learned a lot. I think we did a lot of cool stuff. I always play a song at the end of the stream, so if this is your first time with us, you know, if you like music, you can stick around and I'll play some music on the stream. I play guitar and sing, which is weird. I get it. You know, how many gaming channels do people sing in? I don't know. Not many. But that's something that we do on our streams, which we only stream we stream about once a week. A little bit, I mean, less than that because we don't actually stream every week.
Now,
But approximately.
now you know my sin.
All right. Let's go back. So we're going to do a classic, because the classic ones, the classic songs that I know are the ones that I can play the best. So we're going to do that since there's a group of you here today. This song is called Catfish Kate by the Pixies, who some of you guys might know who the Pixies are. They're not the most popular band in the world, but they've made several songs that a lot of people like. Where Is My Mind is one that they've written that a lot of people enjoy. But Catfish Kate is kind of It's a fun one. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my guitar. One moment. Awesome. In for a treat. All right. Catfish Kate. They say I should do capo on the 2nd fret. I'm going to trust them unless I can't find a capo, in which case, screw them and their capo recommendations. My desk is kind of a mess, so where could it be? I know I have one up here that I never take away, so where would it go? Did I leave it in here? I'll leave this for later. Oh, that's a bummer. You could transpose it up to, I suppose, but then it'd be weird chords. One second. All right, I put it in my guitar case. That's where it went. That's where it went. All right. Here we go. Catfish Kate. Call me devil, call me friend, but call me blackjack hooligan. I came all the way from Aberdeen to live among the go-betweens. Let me tell you about Catfish Kate in the time before when she's just Kate. Here in the mountains all alone, before the time we called this home. Where is my angel fallen down at the river bottom? And will she get away? Where is my Blackfoot blossom? Is she just playing possum who lives another day? In the valley that we all know, a river bends that's deep and slow, where every creature drinks their fill and other creatures take their kill. Now Kate went to catch a fish to put inside her favorite dish. A catfish grabbed her by the head and took her to his house instead. Where is my angel fallen down at the river bottom? And will she get away? Where is my Blackfoot blossom? Is she just playing possum who lives another day? They wrestled all the day and night. The morning showed the bloody side. Kate all dressed in catfish clothes, his whiskers for her catfish robe, whiskers for her robe. Where is my angel falling down at the river bottom? And is she there to stay? Where is my black Catfish Kate, everybody. Thanks for coming and hanging out today. Sorry that it took. We kind of had to end it a little earlier by surprise, but yeah, this was fun. This was fun. We should do this again. I'm gone for a little while on a little vacation. I won't be back next Saturday, but should be back the following Saturday if I am not mistaken. Let's see here. I'm just going to check my calendar real quick so I make sure I'm not a liar. I don't want to lie. 25th. Yeah, we should be around. We should be around on the 25th. Unless I'm fixing my roof. If I'm fixing my roof, that will change things, but most likely I will not be fixing my roof. So thanks everybody for being here. We'll catch you the next one. Take it easy.